Welcome. You're listening to the University of Akron Marketing Podcast, sponsored by S3 Technologies.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Taylor Blueprint. I'm of course your host, Shaden Hughes, and today we have a University of Akron student joining us today to talk about his internship. Just to start, can you give us your name, major, and year at UA?
Yeah, my name is Nico Enemisaris, majoring in marketing, minor in entrepreneurship, and I'm currently in my senior year.
Where did you intern and what was your role?
I interned at Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, and my role was a digital media specialist.
How did you first hear about this internship opportunity?
So when I first heard about it, so I was currently also coaching there as an assistant coach for middle school cross country and track. And this summer, my aunt actually showed me the job posting, texted me it. And so I was like, oh, I didn't know that was available. This is right up my alley of what I'm looking for as a career and everything. And so I applied, and one thing led to another. I got it and they loved me. And yeah, it's been great ever since. So, yeah.
What was the application and interview process kind of like?
It was pretty conversational. It to start out like sending like my resume and all that stuff, and my portfolio and everything. But then it was like kind of online video questions, and then it's like the first phase, and then I would come in and meet my eventual supervisor and everything. And yeah, it was. I thought I was gonna be pretty nervous for it. Sometimes like first job interview or internship, like just kind of meeting that can be like kind of intimidating, or anyone can be nervous with that. And it was like first like question or two questions in, like it just felt like I was having a conversation with them. Didn't feel too nerve wracking. So, and I felt more like they were trying to figure out like more if I was like a good fit instead of just looking at just skills, like focused on just the skills that I provided, so.
Did you do anything specific to prepare for your interview or application that kind of helped you stand out from the other applicants?
Yeah, so one of the things I'd sent in was I just kind of had like a portfolio of just in my past internship I also worked at was I was a video coordinator there, so I had worked on other had a lot of videos, edited videos that I worked on, and they were looking for that, and then also just some graphic design experience, which I had some experience with just managing social media accounts too. So that's what they were looking for, but they were also looking for someone that understood CVCA and understood like just them as a brand and what they want. Just what they are looking. They wanted someone in-house and wanted someone that just really understands them, and then how they can project like CVCA like and tell their story very effectively outside, like on the online website, YouTube, all platforms. So yeah, so I brought in also just some ideas on how I could improve just consistency of that as well.
What were your main responsibilities or projects that you worked on during your time there?
Yeah, so I ran their main social media accounts across a couple main platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And I also filmed on and edited some testimonial videos and student stories, and also captured a bunch of B-roll. Like it was a school, so like this was like a little bit, not as much during the summer, but I'm currently working there too. So it's more of a matter of like early fall, I was capturing a bunch of sports stuff. So like cross country, football, volleyball, stuff like that. And just getting B-roll to use for future videos as well. I also edited like a video that was going to eventually played at open house. So it was like video we posted on YouTube that is also on their website now, just to kind of help show what CVCA is all about and try to get more parents to get their kids here, So that was mainly my role, and just also help develop like a consistent and organized content calendar, just so when we're looking ahead each week, like what is each post going to be about? Like how are we great, like how are we looking ahead, and just being organized where we need to get the most outreach, to what we're trying to plan for each like campaign and everything. So
What's one skill that you developed that you're most proud of?
I'd say storytelling through video. I've learned how to just like take a moment, whether that's like a quiet moment with like a teacher and a student in a classroom, or like a big play in a football game or a volleyball game, like, and just kind of connect that um, with like a mom or a dad watching that video, or watching that, and just connecting that to like what CVCA is trying to do, and what they are trying to impact the students at the school. It's not just in the classroom; it's also outside the classroom. So,
Did anything surprise you about working in an actual like professional environment?
um, I would say it was more collaborative than I thought it was. Like it was, um, you have to be constantly just communicating and have a good communication around just the teachers, the coaches, even the students, just to make sure that even like the top leadership, like just get the right message across. That's especially important when you're posting on social media and on the website or YouTube. Like you just got to make sure you're all on the same page, and also just we're all a team there, so it's just like bouncing ideas off each other. And then if we make, we're going to make mistakes, we're not perfect. So, we just build each other up and just go like, all right, what's the next step? Like, how can we fix this? And so it was really great. It's a good community at work that I was really pleased with. So,
How did your classes or past experience help you succeed in this role?
my marketing classes definitely helped me with just understanding target audiences, and overall just messaging. Like it helped me understand like who we were actually trying to target, and um, the one of the main reasons they wanted to bring someone in, which eventually was me, was they also wanted to change how they were doing social media, which was um, they want to reach a student watching on social media instead of just a mom watching, especially like on Instagram. Like that's more of the younger generation watching, like, or scrolling on a reel or whatever. Like they want like a young student that may be looking for a different school, or looking maybe like a freshman or sophomore that like maybe in a bad situation at their current school and they don't want to go here. All the scenarios, like we're trying to capture student life, but at CVCA, so that we could reach a kid or a mom showing our school to the kid and be like, man, like I want to go here, So that's what we're trying to reach. And then overall, just messaging too, just making sure we get the right messaging across, but also something could sound really good, but it also could be like, well, does this fit us? Like, does this sound like CVCA? So really understanding that, like, no matter if I'm at CVCA or I'm at somewhere else, like understanding like, yeah, this could sound great and this could sound poppy or whatever, but does it sound like us? Does it sound like the brand like I could be working for? So that was something my classes helped me learn and apply to this. And then also like other experiences like coaching even taught me how to just like connect with students and connect with just the younger generation, and just helps me a lot for this job when I was like filming or interviewing, because like they were just comfortable with me doing that, because some people could be intimidated by cameras and stuff. So yeah.
What did you learn about yourself throughout this experience?
um I would say I learned a lot, that I learned that I am pretty good to an extent of whenever I'm thrown in something like that makes me uncomfortable. Um, this job was, they took me in, and I had experience with what they were looking for, but not like someone that was like right out of college full time, like, oh, he's been doing this for a couple years now. And they understood that, but they were willing to help me grow. And then eventually, like their goal for me is to be full time here when I graduate in the spring. So they understood that, but they've seen and believe in my potential. So like um, just being uncomfortable a bit this past just couple months of doing it has helped me grow in more ways than I thought. And um, I think also too, just being able to create a like say a video or a social media post, like be able to create something from scratch and just like make it better over time and then learn over time, like, and just sharpening your craft has just helped me to just be better at this and just be more just creative and just strategic and like um just being in this field that I'm in, like it's just helped me a lot with my marketing.
Did you have a mentor or a supervisor that made an impact on you? And if so, how did they do that?
Oh yeah, for sure. My supervisor mainly really made a big impact on me because she gave me a lot of room to just experiment and just trust me with um, just ideas that I had. And she just had open ears for that. And that just helped me grow a lot faster. And again, kind of like I said before, like, we're all like a team there too. It's like a collaborative team environment there. So like any, I didn't really have a lot of errors or instances that would get me like fired or anything like that. But um, any times I could have had a hiccup where I was like kind of like a newbie type of thing, they would like help me out and they'd be like, just try to make sure I was like learning from it too. And they then it wasn't an environment where if I messed up, they would like scold me or they would be like, hey, like you should know this or anything like that. It was just like, I would mess up or something, they would pick me back up. Or if there was something I didn't know, they would educate me on it and just help me to know for the future. And also just like outside of just the workplace, like she just ask how I'm doing and would just want to know what's going on, make sure I was like mental health too, like just make sure like I'm all good. And um, just she had a lot of empathy and everything. So I obviously like love that in a person. And it's bigger than just in the workplace too. It's just like, we're not, we're all humans, like we got stuff going on in our lives too. So it's just having a supervisor like that or superior that cares, like shows that cares too, is like very big. So
How was the company culture like, and how did it make you feel as an intern?
um I loved it. And I graduated from there for high school as well. So I understood a little bit of like um what CVCA is, but being able to be there now as part of the staff and behind the scenes, like I've seen how supportive it is, mission driven, and just encouraging. Um, it's it's the kind of environment where like people genuinely care about like their work they do, and care about just the students they we're working for, and like we're doing this all for the students at CVCA and future students. So um, being in that like community driven and mission driven environment just makes you feel like all the work that you're doing is like making a big impact, not just on the school, but you feel like you're just touching like lives too, and changing lives too. And I love that. So
Was there a memorable moment or experience that stands out to you?
yeah, the first like for I would say memorable moment was like the first video I made for CVCA, and it was more of reel on Instagram. And actually, it was kind of funny because I was like running a little, like a couple minutes behind, because I do chapels on Thursdays because it's a Christian school. And I captured like, I had camera and everything, and I captured like everyone just like singing songs and worshiping and stuff. And it was just really powerful. And I posted it kind of just like, chapels are back, like, because it was near the beginning of the school year. I was like, chapels are back. This is what's like CVCA is all about. We're excited to start like the school year, and it got like 10,000 views or so. I think within like the first like I think it's at like 15 now or so, but it got a lot of views. But I was looking past like the past chapel reels they've done in the last like year, and it didn't have like anywhere close to that view. So I was like, dang, like I'm already making like a good impact and stuff. So that was pretty memorable, and it was a cool moment, like for like one of my first like uh posts and stuff and videos I did. So
How has this internship influenced your career goals or plans going forward?
it's influenced my career goals. Like uh this is definitely the realm I want to get into for marketing, like digital marketing and digital media in general, and just brand storytelling, like and just mainly also in an environment like this where it's just involves community and purpose and just mission driven. And like I didn't before this job, like internship, like I didn't understand, um like I had an idea of what I wanted to do in marketing, and obviously like I'm about to graduate, so I like would love to know where I'm going to be. But you know before that I didn't know, but now I do. I love like creating videos um and just creating a story, and then like um being consistent with that story, especially through social media and YouTube, and then on like the website and brand messaging. I just like I don't know. I especially like depending on like where it is, and it's a story and brand that you like are passionate for, which I like a lot about CVCA. It's just like it just adds a whole new like I don't know drive to like work towards. So yeah.
What's next for you? Are you continuing with the company or exploring new opportunities?
Yeah, so right now the plan is for me to work at CVCA full time when I graduate this spring, and yes, I'll continue to like just develop my portfolio and experiences, and I'm gonna be, you know, working with a lot of cameras and everything, and that's kind of like I'm being trained currently right now as well, just to constantly just improve my skills on that because it's constantly evolving and everything, especially with just Adobe programs and stuff. So just looking forward to even doing that. I could even like freelance and on the side, maybe do something like that in the future. Like if I wanted to like start my own photography company or media company or something in the future, like um, that's definitely probably what I'm thinking in the future.
What advice would you give to students who are currently looking for internships?
Um, I'd say start with your network. I'd say that's really important. Um, I think that's where you should start at first. I've been there where I've just been scrolling on Indeed or LinkedIn and just applying for internships, and then like either not hearing back or like not getting it or stuff like that. Just kind of not like feeling like there was like a dead end, just did not know where to go. But I would just start talking to people I knew, um, or just kind of like just within like where I worked or whatever, but just would just like see any openings, and like kind of that's literally how I got this job. That's how I got past jobs in the past. A little bit was my dad influencing in that, and was just like you have a network, like, you have people that have jobs. You can text them and be like, hey, like do you know any internships? Like that's so huge. And then and if you have someone that like in your life that like cares about you too, that know like like they'll be one to help you out as well. Like even not like that's just what I found super helpful with me, and just getting internships, but also just a job as well. So I would say biggest advice, I would say start with who you know first. So
If you could go back to the start of your internship, would you do anything differently?
um it's a good question. I would say I would have like kind of documented my process earlier, if that makes sense. Like not just the final videos, but kind of like just like where the video started from the beginning, and then like the whole like all the steps, just so I could be a lot more organized like beforehand. Like I'm a little more organized now, especially with social media posts, because like there's times where I missed something, I had to go back and fix it, and it just took a little bit more time, like after I like downloaded it or something like that. But and then even then like I wish I just also had a chance to like just take a deep breath, because there was when I started it was during a busy time for them, especially as the school year was starting. So um I wish like I took a deep breath and just was like, okay, like you got this, because I wasn't too overwhelmed, but there were definitely times where I was doubting myself, and I feel like that held me back a little bit. So that's what I would probably change. But again, like maybe not too, because it just helped me be where I am today. So yeah.
How can other students make the most out of their internship experience?
I would say ask questions. I don't think there's a single harm in asking a question, because that also just shows that you care and that shows you're interested. And if you're in an internship, like you're there to learn, and you're there to work too, but you're also there to know the company and learn. So that I feel like that any good supervisor would love that, and also just taking initiative and just kind of going above and beyond. Like I've been at my last job before this. It was an internship before it became, became a part-time job for a while. But I was kind of doing grudge work, and it wasn't like anything fun and anything like that. But it can probably, I don't know if like some internships or some jobs can be like that at times. But if you just like put your head down, be patient, and just like, again, like take initiative, go above and beyond, and just show that like you're willing to able to do more. Like just being patient, like it will, you will get rewarded eventually. So it's just like, yeah, just going above and beyond, and don't be afraid to just share your voice, share your ideas. Just share your voice and your ideas, because especially in the environment that I was in, a collaborative team environment, like that could be where your best work like comes from, and that can help like the brand, that can help the company and everything too. So and then that can eventually help you in the long run, because like people in the workplace could then come to you, and then you could be like a big benefit to the company. So that's what I'd say.
We have one more just wrap up question. If you could describe your internship in 3 words, what would it be?
I would say creative, purposeful, and community. That's what I'd say.
All right. Well said. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you all in the next one.
All right. Thank you.